Hey everybody, I'm back. Welcome back. I have a little cold, so sorry if I sound funny. So, what if you love Spain so much, you traveled here on your tourist visa or whatever visa that you have, and it's temporary. You come, you love Spain, you're like, oh my god, I never want to go back, so you don't. Now your visa has expired. Now you're like, uh-oh, I'm illegal. I'm an illegal immigrant, what do I do? What do I do? I can't go back. Well, you want to become legal, but you're illegal. Can you become legal while you're illegal in Spain? Yes, you can. So first and foremost, I want to welcome any new people that are watching my channel. Welcome. If you want to know anything about Spain, I share with you my experiences, tips, news, everything about Spain you can find here on my channel. If you want to know more, please hit subscribe so that way you are notified each time I upload a video. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I've seen a lot of people in this situation, and I'm in a few Facebook groups with foreigners, and this comes up a lot. And a lot of people are wondering, like, you know, what can they do because they don't want to, you know, go back to their home country. Now, if you're an EU citizen, it's easy because you can just pack up and move to other EU countries without any problems. But for us Americans, Canadians, or South Americans, it's a little bit more difficult. I'm just going to talk about the 3 easiest ways that you can become a legal Spanish resident. There are tons of ways, but I want to talk about the 3 easiest ones. I'm not going to go into too much detail on exactly how to do it step by step. I'm going to do other videos to explain each one step by step because it's a lot of information and I would be here talking forever. Without further ado, I'll talk about the easiest, well, I wouldn't really say the easiest, but the most obvious one is marrying someone or doing a, I think it was called pareja de hecho, which is like a civil union or domestic partnership. If you live in the Canary Islands, the pareja de hecho is no longer an option because so many people were doing it, and the Canary government was like, no, only marriage. I had a friend in Barcelona, I'm not going to say who she is, but she was here temporarily while her visa was going to expire, and she asked the police what could she do, and the police actually told her, well, marry someone. If you do marry someone, it is some paperwork involved. It's not as much as like what people say it is. I would say one of the requirements is that one of you, I can't speak today, one of you has to be either a Spanish citizen or resident, legal resident. And one of you has to show that you have lived in Spain for at least 2 years, and you have to have proof. Now, with all these methods, you do need to provide proof, and towards the end of the video I will talk about exactly what type of proof you need because they are looking for something specific. If you do that, it takes about 3 months after the marriage. They approve it, and then you get your NIE. And I think the process is similar if you did the pareja de hecho. The next method, which is weird because I've looked up other YouTube videos to see if there were anybody else talking about this, and I found tons of videos about how to do this, but it was in Spanish, and I'm like, well, if you don't speak Spanish, it really wouldn't help you much. The next option that you could do is called arraigo social. I hate those R's, those Spanish R's. Arraigo social is basically you have shown to Spain that you have integrated into Spanish culture while you were here. Now, you have to be illegal, that's right, illegal in Spain for 3 years. You have to have a level of Spanish, it's really easy, like upper beginner A2 level of Spanish, just to show that you know how to order a pizza, ask for directions, and basically survive. Now, you do have to show that you have been living in Spain illegally with the proof that I mentioned before. And basically, if you have friends, if you made friends in Spain, if you are part of some, I don't know, church, youth group or something to show that you have integrated, this will help you, this will increase the chances of them approving it. They will say that you are in an irregular situation. They don't say illegal immigrant, they say irregular situation. And this is the option that most people have chosen. I have tons of friends from South America and the United States that have done this. And I have one friend, he lives here. He's been in Spain for 15 years and he's from Brazil. He's done it and, well, now he's a citizen. But I remember he told me the process that he took and he said it wasn't too difficult. The next option, which a lot of people really don't do because there's a catch to it, which I will explain. It's called arraigo laboral, and basically this means that you have to show you've been in Spain illegally for 2 years, not 3, 2 years. You have to have been either working illegally, you know, under the table, or currently working illegally under the table. You show them that you've been working and they will give you residency if, here's the catch, you promise to sue your employer. So this is why many people don't take this option. But it is an easy process. For these options, the proof that I was speaking about earlier is called empadronamiento. And basically, when you live in Spain, you have to register your address with the city hall, ayuntamiento. It doesn't matter if you are legal or illegal, you have to do this. And don't worry, they're not gonna throw you in immigration prison and deport you if you go there to register your address and you're illegal. They have to get a tally of how many people reside in their county. And it's different for each place that you are in Spain, and normally you have to renew it, I think every 2 years, but each time you move you have to do it again. And some places charge a fee for like €5, other places will just give you the certificate. Go there, you show them your passport, you show them a rental contract. I believe if you didn't have a rental contract, someone that lives with you could go with you, but I don't know if they changed that requirement. I don't know, but you show them, you know, this, and then they'll give it to you. You keep this document because you will need it for so many different things. Even when you're legal, you need it for a lot of things. In the Canary Islands, we get a discount to travel from each island or to the peninsula. And sometimes they have us in their system so we don't need to carry the certificate, but sometimes the system messes up, and if you want the discount, they may ask to see the certificate. So you definitely want to keep this. Other things I would do if you were trying to apply for the second option, arraigo social, is make sure that you make copies of all your passport, stamps, pictures, you know, the book, and show them when you entered, and make sure if you have a bank account that you keep all your transactional records, pretty much everything, keep a paper trail, show them, yes, I have been here. If you have a library card, show them the library card, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So you come to Spain and you know, you love it and you're lost, you don't know what to do. These are some of the easiest options. I'm gonna do future videos to go into detail step by step on how to do each of these. So like I said, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I know how it is when you come to Spain because I was lost. I didn't know anything. I had to do tons of research, and luckily I had people that were around to help me because, you know, I first arrived, didn't know Spanish, didn't know anything, culture, nothing. So I completely understand any confusion. So I'll do videos on that, and I'll do videos on different types of visas that you can apply for before you come to Spain. This video is only for options if you are a legal resident. And I want to put a disclaimer, okay? I should have done this at the beginning of the video. I'm not saying come to Spain illegally, but if you are in that situation, there are options. Be sure to check the requirements wherever you are, because I'm just giving you a general explanation. but the autonomous communities may require additional things or they may not. You might have to do research depending on where you are. I've lived in several places in Spain and the requirements were slightly different. I would say the Canary Islands probably had the easiest requirements for anything that I've done in Spain. Be on the lookout for any updates. I'm just giving you information that applies now as I'm making this video. One other thing that I should mention is that with these options, you never have to travel back to your home country to do anything. You never have to go back to, like for example, the US, to the consulate, to do a visa process. Everything is done in Spain, but they may need birth certificates, things like that. So if you have a relative that can get you your birth certificate and send it to you, that'll speed up the process. That way you don't have to travel. If you have any questions, any more questions, concerns, or if there's anything I may have left out, please feel free to leave it in the comment section. Because sometimes I'll do a video and then later on I'm like, oh, I just remembered this. So I hope that you've enjoyed the video and I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Ciao, hasta luego. Mwah.